We know it because we've done it.
Yep. Be with there.
Let's introduce our first guest. I love her music. She's one of the most versatile, accomplished, hardworking women in show business. You know her as a singer, performer, also as an AIDS activist, and you've seen her on the Psychic Friends Network.
She's done it all.
Oh, gosh. But you probably don't know that she's also an interior designer, a television producer, and also a radio talk show host. Who do we welcome? Please welcome Miss Dionne Warwick.
Yeah! Hi.
How are you?
Good. Hop up there.
Hello, everybody.
I can't tell you how great this woman smells. She smells so good. I told you backstage.
Yes.
And you have your own fragrance?
Yes, I do. It's called Dionne.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah. It takes too much time to think about that.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of your name, let's just do this right now. We know Dionne is the name that you were, that always graced your album covers, but we found two. Do you know about this? Do you know what year this was? Take a look at that.
Dionne and Friends.
85?
No.
Does that sound about right?
86.
Okay.
Yeah.
But look at this one here. Not only a different look entirely, your name is different.
Yeah,
You
added an E
changed.
at the end.
You put an E on Warwick.
Yeah.
What'd you do that for?
I had nothing else to do that day. Actually, a well-known astrologist, who unfortunately has passed on now, Linda Goodman, decided that I needed an extra vibration to my name, and she felt that so as not to adjust the pronunciation, that an E would fit very well. And at the time it was okay because my married name was Elliott, so I figured, well, okay, we'll put the N.
But did you buy into that? Did you say, well, yeah, I guess I do need
Not
another
only
E?
did I buy into it, I drove my agents crazy. I drove every venue that I ever worked in crazy. They had to change all the marquees.
Oh, my gosh.
All of my contracts. Everything had to have that E on it. And as fast as I put it on, I took it off because it didn't work.
Yeah.
You didn't get the right
It
vibration?
did not work at all.
Well, something worked.
I mean, she was a great astrologist, a lousy numerologist.
So when you're on the Psychic Friends Network, you truly believe in what you're talking about there. I mean, this is something that you go back with for about 20 years
Yeah,
now?
I've always been curious. You know, I think that everybody in the audience at one way or another has been curious, and you get a lot of people, I don't believe in that stuff, I don't believe in that. And the next thing you say is, what's your sign? They tell you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Everybody knows their sign. I don't know that everyone goes, you know, overboard on it.
No,
most everybody
I
knows their
could
sign.
never live my life by it. It's the last thing I would do.
Right.
My total and sole belief is in the power of God, and that's where it comes from.
That's a good place to rest it.
You know, it's, I do believe that there are people who have been given a very special talent and have been able to do some wonderful things for people.
Speaking of something positive, you mentioned God here. You actually are embarking upon a radio show which has a real positive twist to it. I know you want to...
I'm very excited about it.
Share a little bit of that.
It's called Love Notes from Around the World, and it basically will give people like you an opportunity to have an alternative music. You'll be hearing love songs for a change, things that you want to say to each other when you don't have the ability to come up with the right words, music that you're familiar with, that you can walk around your home humming or drive from work at night. It's going to be syndicated.
It's on radio, and you're hosting this?
Yes, I'm hosting the show. It's
How long
5
will it
days a week, 2 hours a night, and it will go up on my birthday, December 12th.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So you're getting ready now.
The only downside I see, because this has happened to me, you break up with a girl, and you hear love songs continually. She loved me, I loved her, and you start thinking, you can't get it out of your head. Every station you find is one of those.
It's, you know, you have all kinds of love songs. You have good love songs, you have unrequited love songs, you have bad love songs.
Will you play any country western love songs?
Of course.
Oh, no, see, I can
And
get
we're
into
going to
that.
run the gamut. We're not going to stay just in the 90s.
Yeah.
We know love songs have been being perpetuated since love songs have been being written.
Yeah.
And it won't be only in English. There'll be love songs that you'll hear in French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese.
Portuguese, but you have a new album, and it's
Yeah, let's take a
mostly
break and talk
Portuguese
about
music.
that. Your whole tie into Brazil, which I think is fascinating, and your whole career now taking on designing. Actually, one of the designers is going to come out and join us and give you some tips on designing like the stars. Take a break, be right back.
Music diva Dionne Warwick's songs have been on the top 40 list for a combined total of 260 weeks or 5 solid years.
Welcome, welcome back. How to do everything better from A to Z continues with the letter W. That's how my dad would say it, W. W, yeah. And we're here with the warm, the worldly, the wonderful Dionne Warwick. Your interior design partner. Say hi to Bruce Garrett. Bruce, thanks for joining us.
Lucky you, Bruce.
That's
You got
great.
to go to Rio to design this lady's house.
It's fantastic. I've been there 5 times in less than a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does she pay you to do that, or do you have to pay your own way? Do you pay your own way?
She pays me.
All right.
Yeah.
So you moved to Brazil. How long ago?
Yes, about 2 years ago. I live in Rio, and it's a beautiful house in the Jardim Botanical, or the Botanical Gardens area of Rio, and I have a view of Corcovado from
my
my backyard.
gosh.
So
Do you
Christ
get any work done there? You can't,
watches
can
me
you?
all the time.
Don't you just sit
That's
there
why
and you
I've
want
been
to
there 5
relax? Yeah.
That's it. That's why I'm there.
Yeah.
And you've also recorded in Portuguese, right?
Yes, I have.
The CD, we heard a little bit of it.
Right, Aquarela do Brasil, or the watercolors of Brazil. And that was Piano na Mangueira,
Wow.
which is a duet with Chica Buarque, who is the co-writer with the late, great Antonio Carlos Jobim.
Oh my gosh, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, we talked about the design and how you got into this. Have you always been curious and interested in design and in how you decorated your houses?
Yeah, I kind of feel that I'm going to live there.
Yes.
So I might as well be comfortable with what I'm surrounded with.
Right.
And I've worked in the past with interior decorators, and ended up redoing practically everything because
Do you like what Bruce does?
it ended up being, well, we work together. He's my partner in the design group.
He doesn't do anything until you say it's okay.
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
But no, seriously, you really do have a business now, and you go out and
yeah.
you decorate different
Yes.
Absolutely.
people's homes.
Yeah,
It's the Dionne
internationally.
Warwick Design Group, and we are very fortunate. Bruce and I have been together for close to 15 years now.
Oh, really? Is it a celebrity-based clientele, or
No,
can the
no,
average
no.
person
No.
just
Just
say, hey?
happens sometimes.
Yeah, we do from soup to nuts, you know, and a lot of people think that they cannot afford to have it done, but it can be done, and relatively inexpensively.
Well, let's benefit from your wisdom here. Bruce, I know you've got some tips that you wanted to share with our audience. You said, know your objective. What does that mean?
Well, absolutely. You got to know what your objective, let's say for a bedroom.
Right.
If you're a single person or married, it's a whole different strategic.
Well, what would you leave out of a single's bedroom that you would put in a married person's bedroom?
Well, let's put it this way.
One person,
Just think about that.
one person,
That one person.
will be left out.
In a single.
Let's start basic.
Very good.
In a
I
single.
give our audience a little more credit than that.
I mean, the tip
One
for a
person.
person that's single.
Yeah.
Okay. I call it the web. You want to create something that's seductive, something that's secure, and something that's safe. And the way to do that is to bring out the horizontal lines, so to speak. Okay.
Explain.
You know, when you're single, there are a lot of horizontal lines.
The horizontal lines of the bed.
Okay.
In other words, the way to do that is to accentuate it. And you can take sheets. You can go into a local fabric house and buy cheap fabric and create a canopy bed.
That's very in now. Now, especially
Yeah.
with the iron beds and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And what you do is you create tie backs and you take the darker color on the inside of the tie back and also the roof of the canopy, and that creates a smaller space
Closer to the
visually,
window.
so
Oh,
it's more
okay.
intimate.
Okay.
I got a couple more. I want to move along. We only got a minute here. I want your benefit of your wisdom here. Lighting, what would you do
Lighting
quickly?
is very important, mood lighting. I play with that at home. I put lighting under my bed, for instance. It creates a mood. Also, pink lights are great because it brings out the skin tones. It makes people look better.
We all need that, especially when we have our clothes off.
Let's talk about color. What colors do you like?
Oh gosh, color is important because people don't realize that there are 2 tones of skin tone. We have a warm color and we have a cool color. The warm has more yellow, the cool has more blue. So you want to pick a color that you look the best with, and also that makes you happy.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Dionne, congratulations on this. The new CD is great.
We know.
Listening to
And
it
this is,
today.
you can buy this now, right?
Everywhere.
You can buy this. Dionne Warwick.
Please.
Thanks so
Good luck
much.
with the
Nice meeting you.
design
And
business.
Bruce
Thank you.
Garrett. Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Peter.
I have a...